This is Canto Hondo. This is not a swan song. I'm living the quiver. Once I rotated like an awl, boring into, or felt the awl punctured and prepared, twist of surrender. Where are you opening? And how are you opening? The great sprawling, the great contraction. We felt the vibrations in our eyelids, folding fan of the iris, seeing and stampeding and guzzling the broth of things. And we have heard the busting rhymes at midnight. A feast of seeming, this may well be my conjurer's spree. Once I had an exit wound, teeming with the will of the people. It was savory pie to Chakmul, who served me with lychee paste and mezcal dew, a drink named Bleeding Waters. I was not his swan song, though he tried to stanch the flow. How do you thread a sigh so it attaches to the sky and rises like a mind on fire? Perhaps this is my sculpted stone in high relief, a whack of light. They called me harrowing esplanade, but walked right through with soft little dogs on catgut leashes and plastic bags to catch their dropped endearments. They called me aleatory jackpot, and I broke their backs, their banks, their stack of books. I am riveted to easy solutions and complex elisions, like a soft little dog in heat. Once I began every story with, once. You are my exit wound, pure and translucent, a suction, a quiver. This is my swan song. One of the places I stayed in Mexico is an astonishingly lovely town called Guanajuato. And I've been there a couple of times for good long stays, and I had the sweetest little casita for my first stay. The abundance. Surely these people have found their way, with their buttered pavilions and feathered ecliptics, their family dioramas and migrated skins, their anodyne flatbread and renegade sauces shot with voltage and thickened by erasure. For sure, this city is a threshold in play, with its excavated courtyards layered by shade, its alleys of lost stratagems and scuttling students charmed by digressions, its pastel stacks and glistening facet high on the hill that is my blue box, that is my citadel, unearthed each morning, that is my fugitive reconstruction, elevated, breathless again, totemic vista, on this incline in the clamorous hive. I'll take you on this journey, which is called again We tug at our shirt tails down and belt loops up, gravity's analog, and test the wind with our index fingers pointed to Halifax. We say goodbye to the silent peaks that scorched our dreams, North Periscope and dry forever. Nod to the scattered bones of the house, portentous like snakes in shade. To snatch an image from the air in 3D and give it steel walls, parquet floor. and wrapped the dried crab strips and oleander gum in parchment tubes we brought from Egypt. Our pageant is an atlas, singing travel songs in the basso register only the saddleback tortoises can hear, with their primal somnolence and kettledrum hides, stone hierophants. Invades like the morning chill, sweeps the sky like a falling tail section, cleaves the ground like quake boots, iron cleats. We have to go, and we wanted to go. We needed a change, and we were asked to change. We were heaved out, and we broke the door down. Together we crack black walnuts and read the telltale folds, a continuous ripple of participatory discourse, plenitude and solitude. The walking sticks resplendent calm. To be still in motion, to waver in measure, to center the matrix as it reels. With our water helmets and glistening sun cuffs fitted, we disable the iris keys and thumbprint codes, powder the threshold, and set the ibex free to roam the crag, snap the hatched closed. In the back seat by the back window, head in the nest of my hands, I watch the dust rise, the Jimson weeds slide by, the crystal towers jostle and shift, the ruts unroll. That's permeable to some place, but I don't know what that place is. The word that appears here is hard to hear, so it's easier to see. It's cirrus, C-I-R-R-U-S, like citizen. Across the wide rim of the bay, cirrus, hissed equanimity, the glass cutter's cascade, where he will pause to locate himself on a map of monarchs and queens. In the city's periodic swirl that leaves him lolling on wobbly knees, across the lumpy pavement and rain gullies just filled, artery from cafe to bookstore to hill park, where he will dangle yet again as from a descending parachute, but fall no farther nor more quickly, because so fascinated by the raucous air in a shaft of time. Across that flipped metropolis on its back ventral skin laid bare to him, where he will follow his newly stumbling gait as if running behind himself as he once was in the high cram of simultaneous days. Twister, which he has been and longed for and stampeded into, duly imagined, communalized, extracted from, recollected, remade, revisited, abided by, grown into, and old in, and smart from, and stayed fresh for, crossing and recrossing, and watches still, cirrus, wide across the wide rim of the bay. I think sometimes, or often, or always, all my books are love poems to San Francisco. And this is called Circumference. What I came for, what I wanted to do, what I thought could be done, what was needed, what I was called to do. Who called me? Who was measuring change? What was history's name? How did it sound? Where did I land? Is this the place of rest? Is this a place of action? Did we come together Or did I arrive alone? What I saw in the view, how I parsed the angles and read the stone, how I circled and came back, how I leaned out into the air as if I could smell the news, and squinted to read the scrawling clouds, and grazed my fingertips over the balcony rail to feel the shudder of the wind, or the foundation shift, the axis tilt. What was the name of the hour I loved, when the water jug man in the hoop of his rounds sang out the brand of his bottle named for the sky as he climbed the echoing streets? How I stayed in bed in the cool of the call and the heat of your back nestled into my chest. What was your name? Was it echo or sky? Whose call did you hear? Were you measuring the nights? Did you parse their breathing arcs and read their rise and fall like code? What was my horizon? How did I know to turn my head? What I said and what I wrote and how I bent and how the light tore through and how it falls in widening circles, where I landed, what I came for.